Let's explore a hypothetical together. There are over four times as many livestock as people. Farmed cattle alone weigh nearly 10 times as much as all wild mammals combined. So imagine a wizard of meatless dining suddenly appeared, and with one wave of a wand wiped away all meat from our shelves, along with any desire to eat it. Farmed animal destined for food vanished, whisked away to another planet. What happens in the following days, years, and even millennia? Overnight, food-related greenhouse gas emission dropped by about 33%. We no longer get protein and key nutrient from approximately 70 billion chickens, 1.5 billion pigs, three, uh, 300 million cattle, and 200 million tons of fish and shellfish processed for consumption each year. To have filled this nutritional gap, our demand for fruit, vegetable, and legumes go up. A diet that most dietitians agree contains all the nutrients we need for a healthy life. But in it, initially, there aren't enough of this food to go around. The rise in demand causes produce cost to soar in regions like Mongolia, where its harsh environment makes it difficult to grow vegetable. A sudden lack of meat leaves people with little eat. Cultures built around meat lose their foundation. Members of salmon-eating tribes in Pacific Northwest of the United States, for example, lose not only sustenance and livelihoods, but an integral component of their region. Tens of millions anglers lose work that was already threatened by dwindling fish populations. As meat industry collapses, many households in developing countries are left scrambling for income that once came from livestock farming. Some meat producers shift to agricultural crops, which leave workers in neighboring communities less susceptible to respiratory diseases associated with to livestock production. As crop agriculture expands, prices come down. Ultimately, vegetarianism becomes less expensive than meat eating in most countries. Luckily, we don't need to clear the farmland to grow all this food without animal waste or meat. Land that had been used to grow feed is now available. All things considered, our diets require less land and water. Millions of deaths are avoided every year thanks to part to lower rates of our disease, heart disease, cancer, and other conditions associated with red meat consumption. We no longer trap new pathogens from wild animal hunting for food or novel influenza viruses from farmed pigs or drug-resistant superbugs that developed in beef cattle that have been preemptively fed antibiotics. As the years pass, global biodiversity rises as habitat loss, pesticide use, and other pressures from agriculture subside. Arizonian birds have more forests to fly over, fewer cheetahs shot for stalking too close to livestock. Bee, wasps, and butterfly community thrive as natural areas expand. In turn, insect-pollinated crops produce higher yields. Many ocean species rebound from overfishing. Throughout history, humans in traditional vegetarian regions have evolved a genetic mutation that help them more efficiently process fats from plants. So, over thousands of years, our body evolved to make the most of our veggies. Or we will lose some adaptation, like the ability to contract iron from meat. Of course, a wizard will not turn iron meatless. Throughout many individuals are trying to go vegetarian globally, meat eating is still on the rise. These trends spell trouble for our climate. Even if we suddenly stopped burning fossil fuels, business as usual food system paired with a growing population would push global temperatures over 1.5 degrees Celsius by the end of the century. Cattle are the biggest culprit. Beef and the dairy production are responsible for over 60% of all food-based emissions, while only providing around 18% of the world's calories. In fact, diets containing modest portions of meat like chickens often produce less greenhouse gas than a vegetarian diet in high dairy. Reducing beef, cheese, and milk consumption could go a long way toward achieving many of the benefits of a myth-nest world. No measure required.